Okay, so hello to everyone out there. Today is the 25th of January 2021. Welcome to the 6th episode of the Maximus and Fortnite broadcast. For all you newcomers, this is intended for casual players in Fortnite who are getting rarer and rarer. We are the people who have been around from the beginning. We love the game, but the game has kind of gone in a direction that for casual players, as everyone knows, is very problematic. I think recently Fortnite is about to hit its lowest level ever in usership. A ton of pros jumping ship. The game is just full of bugs, server problems, skill-based matchmaking. Is worse than ever in my opinion. But the idea here is, as casual players, I play less and less. Every once in a while, we just want to have fun because Fortnite still is a great game. The problem is most likely, a lot of honest YouTubers say, is that Fortnite began as a new game with Epic and was kind of new in the scene and got very popular, and then Epic became a very big company, and they had a ton of investors, so it's probably that in Fortnite really, the creative people, the good people, really have no decisional power because it's all about money. This happens, unfortunately, to almost everyone today, and so you've got a Fortnite which is kind of oriented towards the minimum effort and making money. So in my opinion, personally, this whole season here, the Bounty Hunter season, is just an excuse to put in, these new skins and then cash out. No, I mean, in my opinion, Fortnite has been neglected. This season has been completely neglected. But we have Predator and WoW, so. They're trying to cash in on that, and bounty hunters. So who's another bounty hunter? Terminator. Wow, let's cash in on that. And in fact, in this whole period, Fortnite has always been really, really great at inventing and making their own skins. I love the skins of Fortnite. That's one of the most important things that attracted me to Fortnite. Beyond the building and the game, etc., with the skins. If you notice, it's been weeks and weeks. There are no new Fortnite design skins. Why? Because they're suppressing them, and they're going to say in 2 weeks we're going to put in Predator. Okay, and they're expecting to cash out on that, and everyone's going to buy Predator because they're starved for skins, and then Terminator. Let's think. We have to think about Disney films. Who's going to be next? Who's a good Crocodile Dundee? That might be the next one. No, I'm just kidding. I'm a bit older. So anyway, the point is, what we're going to do in this appointment is for casual users like me, maybe for beginners, maybe it's helpful, and maybe it can bring back some fun to the game, because I'm just doing pubs. In the last 2 weeks, it's been a horror story. I don't understand skill-based matchmaking. Every time I play, I'm on a squad with 3 players who are like a third of my level, and we're going up against people who are infinitely better than us. So every game is like this: squad 4 people. I'm with 3 people. They go into the first battle and they all get wiped out instantly, and I'm in the usual situation, which I believe a lot of you real casual players know, in which you say, what the fuck, am I gonna go try and save them? No, because we know that the other team is just waiting for you to run in there and they're going to blast you to pieces. I'm going to wait for the reboot card and try and get the reboot cards. No, because you know the other team is just sitting there waiting for you to take the reboot card, no? Because they've checked you, they know where you are, etc., etc. So what do? It's 1 against 4, so, you know, but that's skill-based matchmaking. It's just so fucked up right now in Fortnite that it's unplayable. I mean, for me, this is the huge problem. I mean, just do a true skill-based matchmaking. They have data on everyone. They have data for everyone, every game they played, every pubs that I go into. I matched up with 3 teammates who have a level which is at least half, more likely 20% of mine. So, you know, it's clear that, and then we instantly go up against, you know, other teams that are infinitely better than us because we're casual players, and then it's just it's a massacre, a wipeout. I mean, there's something messed up in the way Fortnite is doing this, and it's not just me, because like you know, people are leaving the game in droves. Laserbeam, Zayt, you know, the OGs are getting out of there, and they've been getting out of there for a while, but right now people are leaving a lot faster because I just think Fortnite is kind of abandoned out there, you know? And it's like this company, Epic, they have all kinds of games, other issues, they have to make money, they're analyzing everyone, all their games, and I think Fortnite is just not a priority for them for a bunch of reasons. So, you know, we're kind of stuck here in this kind of, I don't know, wasteland, let's call it, a Fortnite, but, you know, us casual players, we still love Fortnite. So what we want to do today, and this video is going to be too long like usual, next few times we're going to try and make them a lot shorter, is just do some really basic, simple exercises for box fighting, meaning that we're going to go into what's it called, Battle Lab, and launch our own Battle Lab, so we're alone. We're gonna build up our materials and you know, get our shotguns, and then grab a bunch of enemy grenades so that we're playing against bots, which is a great way to practice, and it's not as easy as it looks, because these bots, you know, they have aimbots, so once they see you, they lock onto you and they're just going to shoot the crap out of you. And the idea is to do really simple exercises in which you just box up into a single box and get used to the mechanics of editing, intuiting where your enemy is outside of the box, and to be able to make really, really quick decisions. And so it's a lot of fun. I recommend it because I'm playing pubs less and less because I repeat, Fortnite is not in good shape right now. So, but this for me was a lot of fun. So what's going to follow right now is I'm gonna do just a few simple lessons in creative, in which we learned to edit walls, edit stairs, edit cones, edit floors, create a really quick box up really quick, and then be able to really understand how to edit, move around in the box and bring it to our advantage. Because what I see so often in Fortnite is people, if you turtle up and box up, you're kind of like a sitting duck, because the W key player, who's the foaming at the mouth beast, is running in, shooting his brains out, he's machine gunning your walls, and etc. But the real beauty of Fortnite is that, and it's not me, but if you look at the pros, they have such great mechanics and piece control that they turn turtling, boxing into an advantage, and that's the point. So we're going to do really simple exercises starting off in creative, and then after I'm just going to show you a quick clip of trying to put these exercises into practice in Battle Lab, using enemy bot grenades. So what you can do is you can just train with enemy bots, and it's a lot of fun, and you can just kind of get used to all of the mechanics, but also the mechanics when you're under pressure, when you're under fire, because as you'll see in the training, we're gonna build a box real quick. We're gonna turbo build. I'm on controller right now, unfortunately, but I'm on controller. So the time I turbo build a box, the enemy bot is already going to be taking down the first or second walls that I build, because everything happens so quickly. And it's cool to do. It's fun to do. It's a great exercise. You know, I think casual guys like me, or maybe, you know, beginners, should really do this, because it's great for learning, a lot of fun. And like I said before, unfortunately today in Fortnite, there's no space for a casual player. Either you're cracked, you practice all day, otherwise, you know, you're gonna die really quickly, because for a whole bunch of reasons we've been into before, we'll get into again. Skill-based matchmaking in Fortnite is a total mess. And I don't know, no, I don't know. I've said before, it's all based on giving advantages to players. It's hard to define at this point. Let's just say the worst players, giving advantages to the worst players, because Fortnite is convinced that they will earn more money if they give all of the advantages to the worst players. By worst players, I will define them: players that don't know how to build, smurfers, who are pro players that create second accounts and go into Fortnite with a second account with a very low level, so they can just go on killing sprees. All of the what we define as shitters, who are just players that hide and shoot you in the back of the head, don't know how to build, have no idea about the mechanics of the game. So the idea here, we got some, so we got some live news going on. This is our new crew pack, and this will be coming out, I believe, in February. Not bad. Anyway, and we've got another creative showcase. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna stop ranting here, and I hope someone out there just enjoys the simplicity of this. And I think, you know, if you really learn to get your editing down, your building, and you learn to stay calm under fire, and practice in Battle Lab with the enemy bots. Once you get good at it, you, like when you're looking at the pros, you know, the great players, you can kind of get a feel, you know, they're like doing it like in light speed, no, like us casual players, where, you know, we're doing it slowly. But if you do it slowly and you understand things, you know, and then if you watch like the, you know, the boogers and you know, the true pros out there, you can see that they're doing the same thing, just on, you know, kind of a light speed level, you know. And you know, for me, it's a lot of fun. So this is another long one. I'm sorry. I hope someone can learn something from this. And everybody take care. Talk to you soon. We're gonna skip right now to the tutorials. Thanks. Bye-bye. Okay, so we're gonna start off here. I'm gonna switch to brick, and like I said before, the idea here is to do a basic box where you can turtle and you're defended, but to figure out how you can be mobile enough through editing to have control. What happens to me and a lot of people, and I see this more and more, is that in WQ world of Fortnite today, everyone's just running around, jumping, shooting each other's brains out, and you've got to really learn these editing techniques to give you the possibility of mobility inside of your box. Otherwise, they're just going to run in with scars and God knows what, and then blow everything away, and it's going to get ugly. So let's get out of here and start with our first practice technique. We're going to set up a wall and look at the editing techniques that we can do for a wall. Just a little bit of practice here. So we can do that, reset it. Let's try that again. 1, 2, 3. Reset. So if this is a wall, for example, you can edit 1, 2, 3, jump, shoot, and reset. And that's pretty quick. Other editing techniques we know for walls, obviously, are windows over here. Okay, we can do doors, door over here, door over here. Okay, we know these techniques right here. We can open up an arc, which is really not going to be too useful in a box fight because we have very little protection behind it. But for shooting, the two most useful edits are probably going to be the peanut butter edits. On the top left corner, let's try that, where you're going to get a good angle, and then you can reset after, and you can get a shot off. This gives you a lot of space. You can jump, shoot, and then reset. Same thing on the other side. Shoot, reset. Now we are on controller, so we're not lightning fast, but I think with a lot of practice, you can get reasonably fast on the controller. So these are kind of things we need to practice. You can also do peanut butter on the lower left and right hand sides, but as you notice, you're not really protected. So this, we'll get to later. These are useful for escaping from your box, not really for shooting. So let's reset. Okay, so moving on. We're going to go on to stairs, and I think this is really the most important thing if you're going to turtle into a box, is your ability to edit the stairs. So let's look at the basic stair options. Now you have to remember with stairs, you either have to decide where you're starting from, either bottom to top or top to bottom. I always go with bottom to bottom, that meaning in front of me I've got the bottom of the staircase here. If I want to move the bottom of the staircase there, I'm going to start with the furthest side, drag it here, and the bottom has been moved. So if I want the bottom back, I'm going to start with the bottom and top, and it's back. If I want the bottom over there, it's back. If I want the bottom over here, oops, sorry, it's back. Always start with the bottom. Okay, so if I want the bottom on the right, I'm going to grab that and drag it over here. Bottom is on the right. Not sure what I just did. Let's try and edit that again. Hello. Okay, so bottom, if I want it to the left of me, I'm going to do that. If I want the bottom, you just pick the tile in the center where you want the bottom of the staircase. So if I want the bottom over here, I'm going to just drag that over towards me, and I've got the staircase in front of me. If I want the reverse, if I want it to the left, if I want the bottom to the right, like that. So you just need to practice this stuff until it's completely inbred into your nervous system. Bottom over here, bottom in front of me, bottom on the right, oops, bottom on the right, bottom on the left. Because when you're inside a box, you are probably going to want to be moving your staircase around, and we'll get onto that. Hang on one instant. I'm just going to put it back to the bottom in front of me. I want to look at the other edits really quickly. Obviously, we know this one, really easy. Just drag a line where you want the bottom from. You can do it over here, bottom here, straight. There we go. Reset. I want the bottom over here, third staircase, boom. Reset. Same goes over here. Whoops. Thank you. Okay, we're going to go back to the basic staircase, and the last one we know, which is a little bit more complicated, but I'm sure we all know this. We're going to do a nice semi-spiral staircase, and we always start from the bottom. So I just want to set it back. There we go. I want to do a nice spiral staircase from here, here. There we go. Etc. etc. I wanted it here, 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 here. There we go, etc. So that's the second part of our training. And on to the third. I want to take a look at cones right away, because cones has an inverse logic. So we're just going to place a cone, and when we edit it, what's going to happen? I have to think the contrary or the inverse of the staircase, meaning I have to think where I want the top to go. So if I want to just ramp up, I'm going to say here's the top, allez. If I want to ramp up, top, allez. Should be the same this direction, yes. And with the top. So you can ramp with cones if you want, and then we also know whichever tile you click on is going to go up, and that's the opposite of staircase editing. So you always have to remember with a cone, you have to invert things. With the staircase, I'm going from the first tile I choose is the bottom of the staircase. With a cone, the first tile I choose is going to be the top. So there we go, top, etc. etc. So we can also do different patterns, which I'm sure you all know. I'm not really convinced. No, these can be useful in box fights, but I would, for the time being, today I'm going to stick to just walls and staircases. I think it's easier. Cones can be a little bit more complicated. So on to the next one. Here we are going to try and pair our wall to a staircase, just like we did in tunneling. We're going to move forward, edit, wall. While we're looking at this wall, we're going to hit the ramp. I call it staircase, right? Ramp. Let's look behind. So what happens here? Let's try it again. We're going to try to get in faster. 1, 2, 3, wall, staircase. Now we know when you're facing a wall and you hit staircase, you're going to get a staircase perpendicular to your point of vision. So if you turn around, you've got a staircase behind you already. Now why is that useful? Put a wall here, and a wall here. I'm just going to edit the staircase really quickly so we can go take a look. So we've got a wall. Walls on all 4 sides. When we immediately throw up a staircase, we have 2 layers of protection. If someone's incoming from over here, he's going to be shooting his brains out, no doubt. He might try and take your wall, but once he takes your wall, you still got a second staircase, and that means you have more options. So we're going to try again. We're going to turtle up. I'm going to put a floor and a cone on the roof to be safer. I'm going to face backwards very slowly, placing a staircase behind me. So at this point, we are pretty well protected, because if someone's coming to attack directly in front of me, we have 2 layers of protection. No? So at this point, everything depends on our ability to edit the staircase. So like before, edit the staircase. I want the bottom over here. So I've reversed the staircase. I've still got a layer of protection, but I have options here. Now what I can do is I can open up over here and get the hell out of here. Otherwise I can open up 2 layers here, get up and start shooting. So we're beginning to have some movement options here. So once again, we're going to start again. We're going to do wall, staircase, wall, wall, wall. We're going to box in. We can even throw in from below the staircase a floor and a cone. I suggest double layers of protection, because if someone jumps on the roof, it's going to take them more time to blast through. So right here, what can we do? We can get a dodge on the left, we can get a dodge on the right, we can get a dodge in the back, but we know our player is going to be mobile. He's going to be moving around, and we always have to understand his position. So what we know is that if I say bottom here, top here, I'm now on top of the staircase. I can move up. I can do a peanut butter edit right here. I can do a peanut butter edit right here. I can edit here and get some shots off. I can reset, etc., etc. I have a few more options, and I'm not just basically stuck there waiting, you know, for these maniacs to come in and then blow my brains out. So we're going to take this one step further. Okay, so in this last exercise, we're just going to throw up, but let's make it second to last. Hang on, you can also, this is going to be really quick, huh? You can also, oh, sorry, let's take that away. You can also cone up in here, huh? Always remember, you have to tell the cone where its top is going to be, huh? So if I want the top above me, and let me just reset it. I want the top here, top here. There we go. That makes sense. If I want the top here and the top here, I have to reset it first. Yay, thank you. Top, there we go. Top here, it's going to go up. We can reset. As compared to the staircases, it's a little more awkward, but you do have good options to open up, get some angles, reset. You just have to always kind of remember, I want to go up here, and then I'm going to shoot here. It's not the best option, but the point here is that cones, personally, I find them a little more difficult, but they can be efficient if you get used to them. So the last thing we're going to look at right now is building outside of your cone in order to deter your enemies. So the basic concept in all this stuff is, if you turn it up and you're just kind of sitting there, your enemy has an advantage because you're having trouble finding him. He's moving around. He's just got to shoot. You have to worry about editing. You got all this stuff going on in your mind. You're in a panic, etc., etc. But one other technique you can use, we're gonna hold up here, is you can build outside of your box. Which will give you more options. It'll make it more and more difficult for your enemy to get to you. So for example, if we open up a window, can we do that? Okay, build a staircase. We can also build walls out there. We can also put a roof on there, and then we just come back and edit our wall. We can do the same here. Put in a wall, a staircase, another wall. He doesn't like the idea of last wall, but it's surely my fault. So, you know, what you have here is, if your enemy's charging it, you can just, you know, throw this stuff in his face, and you're probably going to know that he's not going to sit there and shoot through it. He's probably going to be moving to the side, so you can anticipate his movement and be ready to get at him from here. Also here, you know, you just have a lot more options for movement. You know, you can move up, edit up here. You have all kinds of, you just have to go up, you know, all sorts of stuff. You can, just a lot more possibilities. So the whole idea here in all these really simple exercises, in the end, is really simple. If you just turtle up and you create a box, okay, you're going to save yourself temporarily. But if you've got raging W key players attacking you, you really have to practice your edits. on walls, staircases, on cones, in order to give yourself, you know, more possibility of movement, more options, more angles, and this is one of the most fundamental aspects of box fighting. This stuff is super simple. There's a lot more complicated stuff, but I think, you know, it's best to just start off with the really simple stuff and get your mechanics, you know, as down as possible, because this stuff is, you know, it can be the difference between just usual boring 50-50 fights with, you know, kids jumping around like rabbits, and you know, being intelligent and be able to confound, you know, your enemy with, you know, a strategy and movement and intelligence. So let's go on to the next phase. We're going to try this out in a few real-time battles and see what happens to us. Okay, so next step here, I'm going to make a quick attempt at phasing, which is kind of complicated, but the idea is that when you're resetting any element, you can kind of shoot through it. Phasing we all know pretty well, but it's we're going to do a really simple test here just to see how it can work. So we're going to do wall. I'm going to turtle up. Okay, we are turtled. So we can take our staircase and edit it. We're not really too protected here, so unless they're coming from over here. As always, the most important thing in Fortnite is spatial intuition. The best players, you know, understand where they're getting attacked from, and you know, they're using this mobility, but they're not really blind. They're always, you know, doing it in relation to the movement which is coming from outside. But anyway, what we can do here is just, if we've got someone coming in from the front, we can go here, reset a staircase. You see that? In these few moments you can shoot straight through that staircase. So if your enemy is blasting away at the front wall, you can just pull out you know, whatever you have and start shooting away, and you'll probably get the initiative because his bullets will pass through this while it's phasing, and so will yours. But your enemy has 2 layers to get through. You have 0 layers to get through. So theoretically, you've got a pretty big advantage in this situation. So let's go here and take a brief look at the last exercise we're going to do. And on to the next step. We are going to wall up staircase. Just close yourself in right here. So if let's say our enemy is not coming from there, we have to very quickly just say bottom down here, bottom down here. Okay, he's coming from over here. If he's moving back here, we have to say, okay, I want the bottom here, bottom here. I'm still under here. And these are, another option is we can just very quickly say bottom over here, bottom over here. Cut our stairways in half. We have more space, and if he's coming from here, we have another angle, another possibility. We can reset that. We can try and peanut butter from here. So here we have a good shooting angle. No, reset if you want to stay inside. The whole idea is to protect yourself. 1, 2, 3. Peanut butter on the left. Oops, that sucked. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Here we can protect ourselves. We can reset it. We can change the staircase over here. We can go up. If necessary, we can go back, come back down, reset. So the idea is everyone has to find their own, that was great, you know, the best system for them, but it's a really good idea to get used to editing your staircases so you have as many movement options as possible, because if everyone is W keying, you need to be moving as much as possible. The more you are just sitting there, you know, the greater risk there is. So you kind of have to be in here anticipating your players' movements, and you know, I'll change my staircase over here. Are they shooting from here? I can up over here, get over here. Okay, so here we are. Launching enemy grenades in Battle Royale. And the whole idea here is that we're just, everything we just practice is gonna, like, go into hyperspace because everything is gonna happen extremely fast compared to we're practicing, but obviously that's the point of Fortnite, so, okay, we're gonna do it again. We're gonna throw an enemy grenade, hello! And we're gonna box up. Let's see what happens. Our first wall is already down. We coned up. We're on top, huh? To confuse the enemy. We're editing our cone. Moving up over here. Our bot is confused and boom, headshot, gone. Okay. Next one. Let's go. Another enemy bot. We're boxing up with a cone. This bro is hacking down walls like a beast. There's a staircase in front of him. Another wall. Spraying window. Boom. Okay. There you go. Next one. Okay, enemy bot grenade. Here's a bot. He's gonna attack us with a bot beast. I'm gonna box up. He got us. Oh, what's up now? Yep. From the top, he's sitting prey. So that's another good example of how boxing up can give you a really good advantage. Next one. Who's up next? Boxed up. Cone. This guy is lively. And we got him. Second to last time. One more. Enemy bot. I'm gonna box up. Staircase. Edit. Okay, everyone had to reload, but we reloaded faster than the bot. That's great. Last time. Boom. We have the cone to give us the angle and the chick. This is another long one. We're going to try and make things hopefully a lot quicker in the future, but you know, learning takes some time. So the idea here is practice your edits on your walls, on your cones, on your floors, on your ramps, on everything. Get that down, because when people are shooting you, when people aren't shooting you, it's all easy. When people are shooting you, you have to have this stuff down. So you know, then we go into battle lab, play a bit with the bots, the enemy bots. It's super practice. I think it's a lot of fun, and if you just get used to being able to build, hold your walls when they're shooting, and edit, you have so small of a time because everyone's W keying, everyone's attacking you. But you know, if you hold your walls, defend your walls, and you edit, you have that microsecond of an advantage against your enemy. You know, he's spraying down, but you are building, you're doing piece control. You should be able to dictate the pace. So just practice with these enemy bots in Battle Lab. It's super practice, and then go out into the battlefield, and if you keep practicing this stuff, you'll get better, and Fortnite will get more fun. if you can do this stuff. So guys, keep the peace. Thank you for listening. Catch you all next time. Take care. Bye bye.